let's break it down. Let's explore this comment. My hair looks fluffy right there. Here. This is what I call the dry slick back. No pomade. And it's funny because if I like use a little bit more shampoo in my hair when I wash it, it makes it to where it's like fluffier, and so I keep that in mind, but I'm definitely loving not having pomade. So that's just how my hair is gonna look in this video, but it is kind of like puffy, right? Okay, there we go. I made a video a while back called What Norwood 3 Looks and Feels Like, Receding Hairline Balding. And what's funny about this video, I know that this is over a year old because it was Christmas of 2017 where I learned from one of my viewers that I'm not actually in Norwood 3, I'm in Norwood 2.5 really when it comes down to it. I've got too much of a point here at my hairline, even though it's rounded off here, that's 2.5. 2.5, Norwood 2.5 is having the V shape, but then having round here. Whereas a Norwood 2 would simply be pointed and then pointed up here. And mine's not that way, it's rounded off. So that was before that viewer discovered that and taught me differently, but for like a while I was saying I was Norwood 3. I'm gonna mispronounce the name. Andre Jessen. Let's go with that name. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. Had this to say, quote, "I'm balding excessively and only 18. I have literally spent a year and a half obsessing about my hair. I plan on moving to another city and wearing a hairpiece," end quote. Here's my response. I am so sorry that you're experiencing this. It's not your fault. That's just your DNA. You have a challenge in your life that most men are not going to have to experience at age 18, that you're balding so aggressively that you're planning to move to a different city and then get a hairpiece. I'm so sorry that that is what you're going through. If it were me personally, especially in modern day, I would make sure that I was joining a gym, I worked out a lot, and I shaved my head and I grew a beard. That's what I would do in that situation. But it is easier for a man who's pushing 40, who still has this much hair, to say that. But this whole comment in this video reinforces what I've been saying for a while. And that is, if your hair loss bothers you, you've ultimately got two choices. Either spend all of your time, energy, and money to fight it, to stop it, to prevent it, or you reinvent yourself. You reinvent your identity, and then you make up for any hair loss with your personality and skills, even though hair loss itself isn't necessarily perceived to be unattractive, because the bald look is so in now. Shaving your hair, working out, being confident and funny, that would be the easy way. It definitely seems quite excessive to have to move to a different city and get not a hair transplant, but a hair piece. But if that's what you need to do, then I'm here to help you in that way and not talk about what I would do. Let's talk about, for you, your plan. Let's flesh this out a little bit more. Let's talk about it. It makes me think of like when people go to college and they basically change their name. They start going by their middle name or whatever, because they can reinvent themselves in college. And I see where you're coming from. I mean, if you're balding that much at age 18, you just want a new start. If you're known for balding at age 18, you want to pick up at a new city and pick up a new identity. Totally get it. But at the same time, what I do wonder psychologically, fundamentally, is will that give you what you need? And I can't know the answer to that. Will that help your confidence enough for you to start your adult life? Or is this going to continue to haunt you? And I don't know the answer to that. That's for you to find out as you move to a new city and get the hairpiece. And I guess for some men, it definitely works. Having the hairpiece gives them the confidence they need. Maxwell Smart, that's my resident barber on this channel, that comments and teaches me so much. He's very familiar with that and has clients that do that. And I have nothing bad to say about anyone who has a hairpiece. You have to do what works for you. You have to do what's going to move you forward in life with your confidence and your male identity. So what I'm going to say though to you is I hope it all works out. Good luck to you. Again, I'm sorry that you're having to go through this, but ultimately you have my support. I care about you. I'm glad that you left this comment, and I hope it, like I said, I hope this works out all right for you. It's a new start, a new city, and you're going to have that hairpiece. So I'm rooting for you. Comments right here.